course, because it's true. Everyone talks about flat Earth, but no one even thinks about the fact that that means the moon is also flat.
No, I mean, we've only seen one side, the head side of the moon.
Yeah, and that's the side where the Mooninites and Sailor Moon came from.
Yeah, Silver Millennium.
Yeah.
And I think Della Duck was on the.
Della Duck was indeed on it.
So,
but the dark side of the moon is where the Transformers came from.
And also, I think that's where the Inhumans live.
Yes. No, the blue part of the dark side.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. And I think the Independence Sailor Moons came from that side.
Floyd.
Pink Floyd.
Oh my God.
Pink Floyd.
Guys.
Pink Floyd.
Also, isn't the Satellite of Love also orbiting the dark side of the moon?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Prove me wrong.
No. And this is a good way. Hi, guys. Didn't see you there.
Well. So, we are here to discuss a very important thing.
First time it's happened for us.
What?
The decade list.
It's true. This is our... Well, so I guess we're starting with decade.
I guess we are.
All right. I'm a liar. We're swerving them. We're going to start with the top
decade's
10,
number one on my list.
Top 10 games of 2019.
All right, well, fuck me.
Usually.
All right.
Wow.
So, Chris,
Yeah.
because I swerved you so good,
You swerved me so good.
you go first.
Okay, well,
What is your number 10?
Well, I want to talk about my honorable mentions briefly.
Ooh.
Crackdown 3 and The Blair Witch. They're games I completed this year. And Crackdown 3 being on Game Pass, there's no excuse not to play it.
I mean, there's lots of excuses not to play.
No, there's no excuse. It's free on Game Pass.
It's true. I want to do an honorable mention.
It's too late.
No, I'm going to do an honorable mention.
All right, number 10.
You can't stop me.
Watch me. Number 10, Wolfenstein Youngblood, which was a very fun co-op Wolfenstein shooter that Matt and I powered through in the fall. I think if you've enjoyed any of the previous Wolfenstein or the new pro-id kill all Nazis oeuvre, then I think you can find some fun with it. It's also a budget title, so it's worth your time.
Yeah.
But get a buddy. Don't play it by yourself.
It's true. All right, you know what? I'm going to give my honorable mention that I came up with just now, and that is Kingdom Hearts 3. Because it sure was a game that I experienced finally. It is a game that exists. It has words in it. None of them are real words. At some points, you understand what's going on, and you just kind of hit the button a bunch, and things happen, and it's flashy and it's fun.
So it's the Project X Zone, but on like the big screen.
Oh, I wish it was like Project X Zone. Then it would be legitimately good.
Well, you know what's funny is I went through the 2019 games list, and I saw Kingdom Hearts 3, and I felt like a lifetime ago.
No, we're spending way too much time on an honorable mention, and not enough time on where the hell did your beard go? You look weird. I don't like it.
I made a mistake. It's a new decade. I thought about shaving my beard off to see, how it was. And about a quarter or halfway through, I realized I hate it. But you can't stop.
You could have.
You can't.
At least then it would have.
I had gone too far. So now I look like this until it grows back. And I hate it.
What's number 10?
I just told you, Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Oh, then it's my turn.
Yes.
Oh. I'll listen to you.
Yeah,
Number
I know you're
10.
on your phone.
Number 10 is Luigi's Mansion 3, which is weird for me because I didn't play 1 or 2. But 3 was really fun. I was like, you know what? Everything on the Switch is good. Maybe this will be too. And I was right.
The Switch is like the perfect system.
I cannot stop. It's like everything should be on the Switch. When the Switch first came out and people were like, Switch port win, I was like, shut up. And now I'm just like, yes, but really win.
Switch port. No, seriously, Switch port win.
Yeah. So I gotta tell you, everything about that game is charming. Luigi is adorable. And it's a game that just makes you smile from start to finish.
Okay. My number 9 is also Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah! Yes! First swerve of 2019. Ow!
So, you know why. So yeah, for most of the same reasons you said, I'm gonna take my wife's hot take. Luigi is the best Mario brother.
It's true.
He has more character than Mario.
Oh, he has so much personality in this game. Although you think by the 17th floor, you know that the little button is going to fly out of your hand.
No.
But every time he's just as surprised.
He's so scared.
Oh,
He's
so fuck
too
that
scared.
Cat. Fuck that cat.
Polterkitty?
Yeah.
Polterkitty's great.
No.
Don't be mad.
He's the worst.
It's easy.
padding for time.
It is padding
All
for
right,
time.
number 9 for me is Wargroove, also known as what would happen if Nintendo didn't forget Advance Wars existed, and other people made it, and it was good. It was Advance Wars, but fantasy instead of military.
So nothing like it at all.
Yeah, it's the exact same game, but instead of
But not
tanks-
made by the same people and not the same type.
Yeah.
All right.
What? It's called a spiritual successor.
You probably should have
It's
led
like,
with
it's
that.
like Bloodstained is not Castlevania, but it is Castlevania. It's Wargroove. Wargroove is
Alright.
the Advance Wars to Bloodstained's Castlevania.
Alright.
And it's really good. If you liked Advance Wars, you should have already played it. Why haven't you? Is it because you didn't know? Well, now you do.
Yeah. Number 8 is Borderlands 3, which is a ton of fun, and I have yet to finish it. But I have put a lot of time into it, and it feels good.
Shout out to being the bulk of our 2019 Extra Life charity stream.
Yeah. It's just, there's something about the looter shooters that Borderlands get right that a lot of looter shooters don't get right. And it just feels right. Like the shooting mechanics feel good. The addition of multiple planets is also really fun.
It
and
keeps it feeling a little fresher.
Yeah.
Claptrap does not hold up the third time.
No, sure doesn't. When they go back to old Borderlands things like Moxie, like I'm kind of over it. But like when they introduce new things, I'm into it.
Twins. Twins were great.
Twins were great.
Yeah, so good for you.
They're buttholes, but they're great.
My number 8 is River City Girls. The best beat 'em up, dab.
No.
Wait, I'm sorry, what was that, Chris? You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, dab.
I'll make sure to give that to Monty for your new logo.
Oh no. No, so River City Girls is one of the best beat 'em ups in a genre that's finally resurging. And everything from the music to the writing to the style to the actual game, I loved every minute of it. It was so much fun. Even if I'm terrible at beat 'em up brawlers, I'm so excited. I love that game so much. Came out of nowhere.
I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One more time. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, dab.
All right.
You see, you get. It's funny because one of the characters has a dab move that can kill people. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's good times.
My number 7 is Far Cry New Dawn. Taking the ashes of Far Cry 5 and putting it into kind of a Borderlands rage-ish post-apocalyptic world. It is very similar to those games, but I still had a ton of fun with it. And I'm always going to be happy when a new Far Cry comes out.
Unless it's Far Cry Primal.
I mean, what's Far Cry, which I don't care for.
All right, my number 7 is Star Wars Fallen Jedi Order.
Jedi Fallen Order?
That's what I said.
No, it's not. It's Fallen Jedi Order. It's a different thing.
That's what I said.
Okay.
You know what? This game is notable for tricking everyone into playing a Dark Souls game. It's Dark Souls merged with Metroid, wrapped in a Star Wars shell. With and Cal Kestis is the warm mayo of characters. He's just so generic and boring.
Did you know he was the Joker?
He was the Joker
In Gotham.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, is it Jerome?
Jerome, yes.
Yeah.
But it's still so much fun, and BD1 is the best droid.
It's very charming. Until that new droid from Rise of Skywalker.
I will tell you, because it is a Dark Souls game, you get really good at the combat by the end, and you just feel really satisfying. Beating that final boss made me feel very good about myself.
I put it on easy. I don't have time for that.
Okay.
Number 6?
Is it Borderlands?
No, it's Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah!
That goose is no.
Come on,
No.
Hong Kong.
Haunt.
That goose is a real butthole, and I've never had more fun being a dick to other people. while being
Finally, a
goose.
game that let you do what you do best.
Be a dick.
an asshole.
Yeah. And it came out of nowhere. It's Untitled Goose Game.
Came out of nowhere, says the guy that didn't watch the 2 years of trailers and build-up.
Yeah, obviously. I'm very busy.
The Untitled Goose was at the Game Awards as a Muppet. Jim Henson Company made an Untitled Goose Muppet.
Yeah, it was Beaker. It was very cute.
My next game, Katana Zero. One of the best action games of the year, hands down. Slow down time, rewind. If you die, it goes zzz. But you can like slow down time and deflect bullets, and you pick things up and throw them at people and kill it. You're just murdering everybody, and the gameplay was amazing. But what I was not expecting was the story being as deep and as good as it was. about a drug and and war and soldiers and veterans and trying to take down the mafia. Oh god, it was so good.
That is the three big plots of history:
Yes.
drugs, war,
Yes.
soldiers, veterans, and mafia.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's
Man
you know,
versus drugs.
I'm trying
Drugs versus man.
to hit you with the keywords without actually spoiling it.
Man versus
because
veterans.
yeah, so much about it needs to be experienced, and I don't want to talk about it. But it's probably of all the action games that came out this year, it has the silkiest smooth controls. Like you just pick it up, and there's only like 3 buttons, and you can just immediately do things.
Yeah. My number 5 is Borderlands 3. It's great. I love it so much I put it on twice.
Do you have a game you want to replace with it?
No.
Should you put Crackdown 3?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I've already dumped on Crackdown 3 enough.
You've already committed.
Yeah, it's Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 is still good. It probably should be number 1 if it's on here twice, but it's not, so whatever.
My number 5 is A Plague Tale: Innocence. This probably is the surprise game of the year, and that it, unlike Untitled Goose Game, actually came out of nowhere. It just appeared, and then suddenly, here's the thing: I only bought it because I was like, a couple people had talked about it, but then Best Buy had a promotion where if you bought it, you got a free $10 gift card. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I might as well get free money for buying it. So I did, and then I played it, and it was amazing. Rat magic.
Yeah.
Just to what happens if the plague, the bubonic plague, was magical and prophecy, and then it was controlled by somebody.
What makes you think it wasn't?
Exactly. It turns out it's a documentary. It's fantastic. Everything about it. There's no reason it should be as good as it is based on its budget. It's incredible. Plague Tale: Innocence. Can't wait for Plague Tale 2. Plague harder.
Number 4 is Borderlands 3. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. It's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Easy mode.
Easy mode. You know
Jedi
what?
Fallen Order.
I said Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, it's Fallen Jedi Order.
No, it's not.
Look it up.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What happens if I'm right?
Nothing.
I'm gonna punch you.
All right. So anyway, Jedi Fallen Order. We had been in a drought of a good Star Wars game for so long that even though like this game has got some flaws and it's not my type of game, being a Dark Souls, I'm still happy to kind of exist in it because.
See? Fallen Jedi Order.
Hey, how about that? How about I slap your phone out of your hand? How about that? Anyway, it just feels good to have like a proper Star Wars game, and this was the 2 months of mostly good Star Wars things. So you know, it's nice to have.
We had a movie, a TV show, and a game. It hit all the media.
Except
there was comics
and there were books. Yeah,
we
so
got all the media.
we did it.
And it had a VR experience.
Oh, no one cares about that. We did it. Star Wars 2020.
We did it. All right. Next up for me is Pokemon Sword. A lot of people hated on Sword and Shield, but I really loved Sword. It was really good.
Stop that.
What, you can say whip, but I can't say sword?
Yes.
It's pronounced S word.
Oh,
It's
I'm
called-
so sorry.
Matt,
Pokemon S word.
It's called a double standard for a reason.
I gotta tell you, Grookey Gang Rise Up. Sobble can sob himself over to the corner like the bitch that he is.
Sobble's great. Sobble crushed the first 3 gyms.
He did. But you know what Rillaboom crushed?
Well.
My heart.
Okay, cool.
Also, Toxtricity is the best new Pokemon.
Is that what Toxel turns
Yeah.
into? Yeah, I'm still leveling him up.
You should. He's real good.
I didn't get enough time to put Pokemon on my list. Number 3 is the Outer Worlds, not Outer Wilds. Outer Worlds.
You have to make that distinction.
Yes. The Obsidian RPG, which is Fallout, and Mass Effect had a baby, and they dumped it on us. And you know what?
They just left that at your doorstep.
I left that doorstep in a little bassinet.
Do you know what my favorite review of Outer Worlds was?
What?
The reason you love it so much is because it's the Fallout game you pretended Fallout 4 was.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Fallout 4 sucked. Josh. What?
really load up on that.
Wow.
You know what I was most surprised by? It's a game by Obsidian, so I expected
Glitches
a
all
level of jank,
Yeah.
and I was pleasantly surprised that it was jankless. I
That
also
happens when you get that Microsoft money.
Yeah, and I also was very pleasantly surprised that the characters and NPCs were actually really engaging and very interesting. And it is what Fallout should be. It hasn't been for a long since Fallout 3 at New Vegas. Because 4 sucks. And 70 sucks. And 76 is not good. But, you know, if they keep making Outer Worlds, I'll be happy.
As long as you get an Xbox Series X.
I'll do it.
All right, my next one is Days Gone. I think the reason I like Days Gone so much is, yeah, it's a fun open world zombie game where you can ride on a bike and mow down zombies, but it's the story decided to take all the tropes and cliches and flip on them, and so you actually got a story that was refreshing, and it had a lot of cool moments. And Saki watched me play the whole thing and got just as engaged in the game with me. We really fell for the characters. Deacon and his lady were really well written, and the game hits you with a last third twist that just kind of makes it's worth playing for the story alone. You don't have to do all the extra stuff. Every open world's got just content.
Number 2 is Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night. I have been craving that Symphony of the Night rush for a very long time, and the Game Boy Advance games are good, and the 3D and the DS games are good, but I was waiting for, you know, something a little more meaty, and this game came through. You know, it was kickstarted like an Ice Age ago, and it came out, and it is actively good, and
Thank God, because if we had another Mighty Number 9 scenario,
I would have cried. I would have just broke down.
I would have looked at how much I put into the Kickstarter and died a little inside.
Yeah. That's what you do with Mighty Number 9 too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I had a ton of fun playing it. It hit all the things I wanted. It had secret areas. It had great voice cameos lurking about. What's wrong? Still think about Mighty Number 9, buddy?
So much money.
I know. It's okay.
So disappointing.
You know what? You're never getting that money back.
No. But it's cool I have a t-shirt.
Cool. I'm glad you got it. And now it's on Game Pass. Game Pass is the best value in gaming.
Game Pass is the best thing in 2019.
Yep.
Also, Mighty Number 9 got you that new Mega Man game, I'm almost convinced.
It's
Just
true.
So they could
The
stop
reason we
lying.
got Mega Man 11 was because Mighty Number 9 hurt the brand so much they had to
So
that's correct.
Matt investing triple digits, let's say?
Yeah.
Triple digits into
Got a
it.
new Mega
You
Man.
did it,
And Mega
Matt.
Man 11 was good. So
Yeah,
you know what?
there you go.
All worth it.
Matt,
Yeah.
you're basically a producer.
It's true. You're welcome.
You did it.
Mega Man 11, all me, baby. All right, so my number 2 is Disco Elysium. The weirdest name for the best game. The best detective, noir, crazy written. Every part of your body has its own personality. There's just something about your limbic system talking to you. And you can critical fail tying your tie and die. Just you play a semi-amnesiac, just drunk-ass detective, and the characters in this are amazing. The whole game can be done non-lethally. Like, there really is no combat in the game because it's all about the dialogue and the decisions that you make. And if you fail at conversations, sometimes that's somehow better. And you get these personality traits based on the things you decide, whether it's good or bad, and they just stick with you. Everything about the game, like you just playing it for the dialogue, it's so rare that a game you just want to read everything. Sometimes you're just like spamming that enter button to skip, but
Right.
no, everything about Disco is amazing.
Okay. And my number 1 game is Resident Evil 2 Remake. No. Yeah, you know why.
What? Just because it happened once?
Yeah.
Chris, have some faith.
Resident Evil 2 Remake. I didn't play the original RE2 when it came out in 1998, which is so long ago. But this new version with the upgraded RE engine is pretty perfect, and it just goes to show like this is how remakes should be done. You should keep the core game and spruce it a little bit for the new generation, not whatever they've done with other remakes that have just not been that great.
I think Final Fantasy VII Remake will be the next great remake.
I think so too. Sucks for RE3.
I mean, RE3 will be another great remake, but I feel like with RE2, it was so good and came out of nowhere almost that like that level of quality jump was a shock.
Yeah.
But RE3 now we expect it.
Yeah.
You know what? It'll be the Arkham Origins to Arkham City. Just as good, or the Uncharted 3 to Uncharted 2.
Yeah.
Just as good, but because it's just as good, it doesn't have the same impact.
Good call.
Alright. My number one is Control by Remedy Games. Another game wrapped up in Metroid. It ends up being the better Star Wars game. Control has the better force powers. You're just pulling things up and whipping them around and flying around. It's funny in a year where we had a really good Star Wars game that Control ends up being the better Star Wars game. Also, just in true Remedy fashion, the plot is ridiculous. It is Twin Peaks the game, somehow, and they tied into Alan Wake. The game, like the DLC for Control, is actually involves Alan Wake. Like their universe, they have created a universe now, and Alan Wake takes place in Control, and Control's about like an FBI-esque organization that tracks paranormal activity, and you can find files that talk about the Alan Wake incident, and it's amazing. Oh my god! Did you not know this? Our cameraman did not know this. Yeah, guess what? It's all connected, motherfucker.
Alan Wake. A Wake.
Oh! I gotta tell you, yeah, no, Control was amazing.
Cool.
And weird and fun, and it's good. I didn't think I'd like it as much because I didn't actually care for Alan Wake. I didn't think Quantum Break was that good. So I guess for me, third time's the remedy charm.
That's Quantum Break
Control is
reference?
phenomenal. No, maybe. I actually don't know. Didn't look that
Is
up.
Johnny Quantum Break?
JQ Quantum.
JQ Break.
Yes. My name is John Q. Break, and we're in a quantum reality.
Sean
You know what? This game is notable for tricking everyone into playing a Dark Souls game. When they did what?
I put Borderlands 3 twice.
Ha! You sucker.
What an idiot. Alright, go on.
You really liked it. So, it tricked everyone into playing a Dark Souls game. As in a lot of days gone by when I played this, because I got my platinum.
Jesus. Get a hold of your life.
I'm not laughing with you. I want you to know that.
Heard it here, he's laughing with me. So,